live. Yes, live from James Place. And we're talking
Barbershop Talk.
Yes, Barbershop Talk, where nothing is off limits and everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. Barbershop Talk.
Come on, everybody. We're here at James Place.
Barbershop
We're talking Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Where nothing's off limits.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Everything's on the table.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Everything's on the table.
Barbershop Talk Live. We're live here at Jay's Place Barbershop. Listen, another special edition of Barbershop Talk Live, but tonight we are doing a special show, a special guest coming on Barbershop Talk Live tonight. Tonight is Friday. Not only Friday, but tonight is Good Friday. Good Friday with a special guest coming on tonight. Listen, I want to get you started by getting your phones ready, get your iPad ready, call your friends, call your neighbors, call your church members, even your enemies. Tell them to tune in to Barbershop Talk Live because of tonight. Tonight is a special guest we got in the hot seat tonight. None other than Miss Ashley Davis Payne will be in the hot seat, letting us know what she's got going on and what she's trying to do for the city and the CSRA. So today, tune in to Barbershop Talk Live. Listen, it's been a week since I've seen you. Glad you tuned in. Keep watching Barbershop Talk Live again in a few minutes. But before we get started on our show, I want to give a special shout out to the people behind the scene. Make this program what you see. Listen, my good friend, Miss Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson with Beverly's Body Butter. How you doing, Demetrius? Listen, if you haven't seen her around the city, shame on you. She got a product called the Beverly's Body Butter Whip Scented Shea Butter. Again, that's Demetrius Johnson. You can give her a call at 706-564-5335. Again, that number is 706-564-5335. You got TikTok? Why don't you hit up on TikTok, which is Melon Queen 1976. Again, that's Melon Queen 1976. Hit her up. Beverly's Body Butter. The good thing about this product is good for your skin, good for your hair, and also good for your pain. Listen, again, that's my good friend Demetrius Johnson, Beverly's Body Butter, right here in Augusta, Georgia. So hit her up. CSRA, Barbershop Talk Live World again. Are you still having those issues? Are you still having those concerns? Are you still having those doubts? You have a problem with your lawn, problem with your trees, just want to maintain your yard? Call my good friend Alan Olam with Palm Maintenance, also right here in Augusta, Georgia. That number is, again, is 706-294-8493. That number is 706-294-8493. Specializes in tree removal, demolition, palm maintenance, and also he's just going to cut your grass. So listen, Barbershop Talk Live World again. Call him up, 706-294-8493. I urge you, great price, great service, and you will not be disappointed. Tell him, John, from Jay's Place Barbershop Talk Live. So I heard about it. I want to come get the deal that he told me about. So give him a call again. That's Palm Maintenance right here in the CSRA, right here in Augusta, Georgia. Looking forward to hearing from you. He'll give you a great service. Again, Barbershop Talk Live World again. I'm getting happy. I'm getting excited. I'm overjoyed what's going on, what's coming right around the corner. Right around the corner. I'm talking about April the 18th. April the 18th will be here before you know it. So please, ma'am, please, sir, let's get ready for the old school 70s party downtown in Augusta, Georgia. April the 18th at Augusta coming. I'm getting excited. You ought to be getting excited along with me. So do you have your tickets? Do you have your tickets to this old school 70s party at Augusta coming? Listen, this is going to be a crazy show. This is going to be a hot show. This is going to be listen, I'm telling you. Crystal Mendenhall and the Vibe Theory. Tony Howard and the Motowners. And back in this show, we're going to highlight this show with the old school group Zap. I'm telling you, Zap's gonna be in town on the stage. So please, ma'am, please, sir, go to Eventbrite, go to angeliccommunity.com, get your tickets, $35 in advance, $40 at the door, and $50 for the VIP. But hurry up, the VIP is selling out real fast. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy yourself. But most of all, this is an HIV fundraising event. We are raising funds for Angelic Community Resource to make sure that you get your HIV test. Know your status, know your partner status, and just know your status for your community and the generation. So again, that's April the 18th, right here in Augusta, Georgia, the old school 70s party at Augusta coming. Looking forward to seeing you there. You. Listen, without further ado, you didn't come to see my pretty face. You didn't come to see my white pretty teeth. You come to see the guest in Barbershop Talk Live hot seat tonight. So listen, without further ado, I'm going to present to some and I'm going to introduce to others. Listen, the guest in the hot seat is none other than Miss Alexia. How you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Good to see you. You doing good?
I'm good. Listen, these lights in here, it's hot.
Hey, Barbershop Talk Live, we're going to make it hot.
Listen, well, let's go then.
We're going to keep it hot.
All right.
Because one of the reasons why it's going to be hot, because the people want to know about what you got going on.
I'm excited to tell them.
The people tuning in, they already know what I'm talking about. But they want to know what you're talking about.
Well,
They want to know what you got on your agenda, what you got on your mind, what you got planned for the CSRA and the community at large.
all right. Well, I got a lot going on.
You got a lot going on?
I sure do.
But listen now, before we get started in this conversation, I haven't seen these people since last week.
Okay.
It's been a week since I've seen them.
All right.
And they know I move around, I get around, I do all these different things. So I'm glad that they tuning in because now I get a chance to see the people.
Okay.
The people. And we get a chance to see the people.
Hi, people.
So listen now, the crazy part about it, Alexa, I know all about you.
All right.
I've been Googling, I've been checking, I've been asking the neighbors, I've been asking the church members.
Google's a thing.
Google is great. And I've been talking to the community.
All right. Well, I like to hear the community.
The community got some good stuff.
I would imagine
They got some stuff they want to make sure.
All right.
So I'm good.
Okay.
But the people want to know.
All right. What do the people want to know?
They want to know who is the real Alexia Payne.
All right. Well,
Now don't tell me.
okay.
You got to tell the people.
I got to tell the people.
Tell the people who
All
are you?
right. So, I have been. So I'm a real person, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
I think we have to start there, and I'm going to do my best. So they've been telling me that I have. I've done a lot of interviews in the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
But they've been telling me to try to get rid of the library, and so I'm going to try to get rid of the library. And
Okay.
I tend to be generally relatively even anyway, but I'm
Okay.
going to try to leave the librarian at home.
All right.
All right. And so I'm a mom.
Okay.
Right? So I think that's one of the most important new roles that I have.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite things. And so I have a 7-month-old.
7-month-old.
Yes, my Mavi girl. Her
Oh.
name is Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good old strong name for an amazing little girl.
Okay.
And we decided on Maverick because she is a maverick, because I'm an older mom.
Okay,
Right? And
okay.
so I'll even share 40-something.
Okay.
And
40-something.
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 40-something. That's
Okay.
enough. That's enough.
Okay.
I'm sure if you Google it, though, you can get the exact numbers.
Right.
And so I'm an older mom, but I worked very hard to get her here. And so,
Okay.
and she is my only birth child, but I have a second one. And
Okay.
so I've got a bonus baby.
Okay.
And so I love being a mom to him too. So
Okay.
I'm a Sita. So
Okay.
he calls me Sita. So it's
Sita.
Mama and Sita, but
Okay.
Sita came first.
Cool.
So, yeah,
Cool.
so-
Now listen, I heard a lot what you just said.
Okay.
But I missed a lot.
All right.
I heard a lot, but I missed a lot.
All right, what you wanna
So
hear?
Barbershop Talk Live World want to know, can we go back?
Yeah.
Let's go back because we want to know the beginnings.
Okay.
Then we want to know the beginnings of me. So are you originally from Augusta?
All right. So all the way back.
Let's go back.
All the way back.
Because the people want to know.
For the people.
They
All
wanna know.
So I grew up in Mansfield, Texas.
Okay.
Which is a small town, and it used to be a small town. When I went there was only one high school, and I had about 600 people in my graduating class.
Okay.
But since I have left,
Okay.
there are about 5 or 6 schools there,
Okay.
and all of them are 5A schools.
Oh, the big schools.
Big schools.
Big schools.
Big schools.
Big schools.
And so that was home. I grew up there playing soccer. So
Okay, okay.
I had to get this little footstool here because my legs are short. I don't
Okay.
like my legs to dangle.
Okay.
But my knees hurt. And
Because of that.
because of that.
I got you.
Right.
I got you.
Right. So I played soccer growing up, and I did that my whole life, basically. So I started out with playing on the Jammers, and we
Okay.
had a little jingle.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
If you got it.
Here it goes.
If you remember, do you remember the jingle?
I remember
Listen, the
it.
people want to hear the jingle. Let the people hear the jingle for the
Oh,
people back
no.
in Texas.
I can't believe I just committed to this.
The people want to hear the jingle.
All right, here we go. J, we'll jam on you. A, we're awesome too. M, we're mighty strong. M, we're mean. E, we've got everlasting energy. R, we're radical. That's how you know I'm an 80s baby.
Oh,
S,
okay,
we're
all right,
spectacular.
all right.
1, 2, 3, jammers.
Listen, Barbershop Talk Live, you never know what you see on Barbershop Talk Live because you have to tune in. I didn't know that was coming, but it came.
I committed to it.
No, so listen, if we have some people watching back in Texas, give us some hearts, give us some thumbs ups, give us some fist bumps because she just did your jingle.
That's for you guys.
That's for the people back in Texas. You never know.
You never know.
So I'm assuming by you doing the soccer, you did that all 4 years in high school.
I did that 4 years in high school, but I started playing when I was 4.
Okay.
And so it was from then. So Jammers when I was little, then I went to a club team, that was Image, and that's kind of where I probably got part of my wanderlusting love and my love of travel. So my family is, I say family is military. Not not my immediate family, but my grandfather was in the military, and all of my aunts and uncles went into the military, except for my dad. So he didn't go in, but so I have family all over the world. I've got an uncle who's in Australia, an aunt who's in Virginia, another uncle in California, and then an uncle in Washington State. My dad passed a few years ago. But they were still in Texas. And so so that's kind of what I traveled. So I was on a travel soccer team, and I was a little bit of everywhere. So we came to Georgia to play. We were in D.C. to play. We were in Colorado, so I went to Pikes Peak. We traveled across the country playing soccer. And then I also played in high school.
A traveling soccer player.
Traveling soccer player.
So now, you remember I said earlier about this Googling thing?
Google.
So I can Google that.
You can.
I can Google it and we'll know how good or bad you was.
You can, yes, you can see a beautiful, dark-skinned, sun-kissed version of me in a gold uniform and Baylor green and gold and my Baylor uniform. Number 4 when I played at Baylor. So I played for 2 years in college.
Thank God for Google. Thank the Lord for Google. We're going to Google that.
It may or may not be my friend.
Barbershop Talk Live World again. Get into this conversation we're about to have with a lady that's trying to make some difference in the CSRA. If you got a question, you got a comment, you got a concerns, please, ma'am, please, sir, put it on the screen. We will make sure we answer all those questions, all those concerns, and all those things that you want to talk about. Again, tonight we are in the hot seats talking with the person that's going to lead us into different direction in the judicial world.
I'm excited about it.
You excited about it?
I am.
So please, man, please, sir, get into this conversation again because you never know what's going to happen on Barbershop Talk Live. We just got a jingle.
We did.
We got a jingle.
For the Jammers.
We got a jingle for the
For the
jingle.
Jammers, yeah.
So I'm good.
Okay, all right. Listen, I can't sing anymore. I know a lot of words to song, but I can't give you anymore. I'm a little tone deaf and all the things.
I got you.
But my soccer connections, right? We did a lot of working and volunteering, and so I actually worked at an after-school program when I was in college. So I only played for 2 years, and then after I played, I stopped playing. I went to work, and so I worked at Lighted Schools when I was at Baylor. So we did educational programs and worked with at-risk youth. Again, sort of like a boys and girls, but I think we may have a Lighted Schools here. But it's a national program that again is designed to help keep kids out of trouble, give them something productive to do after school. And that's probably kind of the roots of my love for community service work.
So now when you say Baylor University,
yes,
that's when Baylor was not so good or when Baylor was all right?
Baylor was not so good at football.
Right.
And then RG3
came
after
along.
I did.
Right.
And then BG, Brittany Griner came a little bit after I did also. So I missed the good stuff, but I was still Baylor Bear.
Because I remember those days when Baylor was not a household name.
That's right.
Yeah, but they're good now.
They're good now.
They're good now. Again, Barbershop Talk Live World again, we're finna get into a conversation about what she has going on and what she's inspired to do.
Yes.
Because what we hear now, you're taking a major step into a different world.
Yes, I am.
You're taking a major step into a different arena.
I'm challenging the power structure.
Yes. Now, because what you're about to do, some people might say you're about to step on some toes.
I have stepped on some toes.
You have stepped on some toes.
Shaking it up.
You finna make some stuff happen.
Listen.
That's your goal.
That's the goal.
Okay.
It's important to do that.
Okay, now again, you don't mind if we still back up and come forward, do you?
All right.
Okay, now based on what you said about shaking up some stuff and step on some toes, we want to go back to, as you said earlier, your high school days, and now you get into the college days. So we come to where we at now. How did you come from kicking the ball through a net, kicking the ball through a net, to the point where now you want to get into the law school, you want to get into law and defending and stuff like that? Because again, all I know you can do is kick a ball.
Okay.
So what's that transition like?
So 2 things. Fun fact.
Okay.
My name, Alexia,
Okay.
Means actually defender of man.
Defender of man.
Defender of man. Right?
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
it is, I will say it was written that I was going to end up here. But when I was...
okay. Okay.
Yeah, right. It was written.
Okay.
But what happened was that I was getting ready to graduate from undergrad, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do.
Okay.
But growing up, my whole life, my family had said, "Oh, you should go to law school. You love to read. You love to argue." I was an argumentative one, and I loved to read. So I would read. Just sit and read. There would be parties going on around me, and I would be fully involved in a book.
Bookworm.
Yes, I had to make rules. I deal with my mom. She would buy me the book, but I couldn't read it in the store because if I read it in the store, then I'd be finished with it before the weekend ended, and so what's the point in buying the book? And so, yeah. So, but I realized that I said, okay, well let me try law school. So they suggested it, and I wasn't ready to hear it before then, but I said, all right, I'll try it. So I sat down, studied, took the LSAT, which is a test that you need to get into law school. Okay. And I said, well, I'm going to try this, but I'm only going to do this once. So I took the test. Mm-hmm. I applied to some schools. Okay. And I got in. Okay. And so I went to law school.
Okay. So wait a minute now. Let's back up, Alexia, because are you telling me there was nobody in the family that was a lawyer? There was nobody in the family that was a judge. There was nobody in the family that was in the law field at all. You one of the first. Yes. First in the family. Yes. Okay. Yes. So now, as you getting into that world, was it safe to say that your family didn't believe you?
No, they have always had all of the faith in me. Okay. So my family is extremely supportive. I was just the only one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I was just the only one. Okay. And so I think I came from, my parents came from a generation where, working for yourself, owning your own business, being a lawyer is one of those things that gives you some longevity and also some autonomy in the long run. So it's one of those always necessary professions. Okay. And so that is kind of why they were encouraging me to do that. Okay. And then when I was figuring out where I was going to go, Baylor is a very conservative space. Okay. And so I was looking to be at a different kind of space. And so I said, well, where would I enjoy living? And I loved New Orleans. So my mom is from Louisiana. Okay. My family is in Texas, but those are my mom's roots. My dad's roots are in Alabama. Okay. So I was looking at New Orleans, and I had been another fun fact. You're gonna get all the fun facts today.
The people want to know.
So when I was a little infant, we will say. Okay. Right? I won't say newborn. Younger. Okay. My parents took me to Mardi Gras. Okay. So that was also written. It was in my soul.
Had to be there.
I had to be there. So I went to New Orleans, and I went to Tulane, and I enjoyed my time there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thought I was going to do corporate. Did not want to do corporate. No. Man. Yeah, no. So my last year was a Katrina year. Okay. So I was in New Orleans for Katrina. Okay. Sort of.
Not intentional.
Yes, I was very much still a 3L. So that's my last year of law school. But I was involved with the Black Law Student Association. And so we had a regional, so we had local chapters, but we had a regional chapter, and I was on the board for that. Okay. Because I always step up and decide that I would like to be in charge of all the things.
I got you. Now, you know what people would call you? Smarty pants.
Oh, no, a born leader. Natural born leader. Okay. That's what it is. A natural born leader.
Cool. Yeah. Now, do you mind if I switch gears for a minute?
Go ahead.
Now, we're going to switch gears because I saw we like to get in contact with the people that's watching on the chat line. You know Miss Soretta Smith?
I did. I saw somebody ask about T-shirts.
Yeah, she's tuning in. She watching Barbershop Talk Live. Listen, good evening, she says. And also she said, are the shirts? She said, yeah. So Soretta, we working on some T-shirts. She talking about the Barbershop Talk Live T-shirts.
I was going to say your shirts. I have shirts.
Yeah. So
we have shirts, but those aren't those shirts.
No, we got shirts. Yeah, so people want to get these shirts. Look at it. Also got Lenny, Jean, Tasha Treats. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, who's that? Zakia. Good evening. Happy Good Friday. We're talking about the Good Friday. So The people are watching Barbershop Talk Live, not for me, for you.
Hey guys.
They come to see what you got going on. Who else we got? Soldier Sound Auto Sales. Hello, let's go.
Hey.
So people are watching Barbershop Talk Live. So now let me go back to my last statement. When you get into law school, and you got to the point where you passed the exit exam, the entrance exam. Yeah. Is there still a lot of pressure, because again, that's not the average type of test that people take. So did you wanted to give up on it a lot of times?
Let's see, to get into law school,
yes.
or to get I wouldn't say that. I took a weekend study course, and I said, let's do it. And sometimes that is how I make decisions. If I spend too much time trying to think about it, then I can fall into a decision paralysis. So sometimes I just have to take a leap of faith and know that it's going to all work out on the other side. And so that's kind of what I did. I said, well, let me take this test. And so I did what I was supposed to do. I took the test to study for it. I took a course. I did my studying. And then I took the test, and I sent off my scores, and they said, you can come and join us.
Come and join us.
Come join us.
And look at you now.
And look at me now.
So watch this question now. What is the most exciting part about your job now? Well, before we go any further, what is your job? Because I already know, I did my Googling, but the people want to know, what are you doing now?
All right. Well, Google says I work for Davis, Chapman, and Wilder.
Okay. See, they wanted to know that.
Yes. And I have, so that is private practice. So I have been an attorney in Augusta overall for the past 20 years, but I have been in private practice with two of my really good friends for the past 8 years. And so we all came from the public defender's office together.
Okay. Now, when you say public defender, there's a funny, stigma behind that.
It is.
Now, you know what the stigma is?
I do. It's a public pretender. You got bad suits, bad clothes, bad shoes, all of it.
Right. and sometimes the people don't feel that they're getting good service from the public defender.
That's correct.
They feel like, well, they're just going to throw something at me. They're not going to really defend me, not going to help try to prove my innocence. So when you hear about the public defender, it's not a good sign. It's not a good look. So why is that?
Because we're going to go back just a little bit.
We got to go back because the people want to know. The people want to know.
And so when I came here in 2006. And in 2005, the state of Georgia actually did a overhaul of the public defender program system. Because there wasn't one. And so in 2005, the Georgia Public Defender Council was actually created. And that took attorneys from handling cases in their private practice as contract matters, and it brought an in-house office, and so it brought everybody into the office together. That meant that there was supervision, control, and you only had a public defender caseload. You didn't have an outside practice. You didn't have other clients. You only had your public defender clients. And so the purpose of that was actually to take some of that outside or conflict of interest of you making money on the side versus you working for your public defender clients. And so coming in-house, there was a program which is now has sort of evolved. The foundations for the Public Defender Honors Program then led on to be the Gideon's Promise. And so that is a whole other thing that is very similar. So Gideon's Promise is a nationwide public defender training program. And it started right here in Georgia. And the Public Defender Honors Program was designed to bring new attorneys in, to give them a set of skills to go out and advocate for their clients, and to be great attorneys, to get rid of the public defender stigma.
The stigma, you're right.
And to ensure that you had excellent, well-trained, prepared, and zealous advocates. And that is how I started. And I like to think that I was instrumental in sort of creating the really good public defender office that we have here. I was there for 12 years before I went into private practice. And so a lot of our judges and attorneys around town I actually worked with at the public defender's office before they ascended to their new roles in the community.
Okay.
But we did great work.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of the work that we did and what we created at the Public Defender's Office.
Barbershop Talk Live again. I urge you to get into this conversation because we're having a conversation with Ms. Payne because what she's inspiring to do in the next few weeks is make a difference in the CSRA, in your life and your community life and also your generational life. So again, get into this conversation. You got any questions, you got any comments, you got any concerns, please ma'am, please sir, don't hesitate. Put your questions on the screen. We'll make sure we answer all those questions, all those concerns, and any type of comment.
Ask away.
Ask away. So listen, what we want to do, we want to make sure that, look, I want to make sure I also put this in. If you have a chance to watch this conversation from beginning to end, we're going to also make sure you get into this conversation by giving you something. We want to give you something just by watching. We want to give you a chance to get a $25 gift card from Walmart. I also want to give you a chance to get a $10 gift card from Little Caesars Pizza. But wait, there's more. There's more. We want to give you a brand new blood pressure monitoring machine courtesy of Payne Hospital and Barbershop Talk Live just by paying attention to this conversation.
You need those. We need those.
You need those.
Community, strong communities.
Right. Because
strong families make strong communities.
Listen, because of the stress we under,
yes.
Know your status.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. So listen, pay attention to this conversation in a little while and you'll get a chance to win these prizes just by watching, just by paying attention. Now listen, we want to get back to this conversation because again, the conversation we're having and your journey that you have taken brought you to this point now.
Yes.
Brought you to this point now. The point that you're at now, matter of fact, I don't want to tell you, I want you to tell the people, what are you doing now?
All right, so I am running for Superior Court Judge.
All right.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
am challenging the incumbent, so I am challenging the seat that is currently held by Ashley Wright.
Okay, okay.
And we need to make a change, and so I'm looking to be that change, and that is why I have stepped out here.
Okay.
And it is a big bite. It's a big bite out of the power structure and the way things have always been done in Augusta, but it's necessary. We have an opportunity to make things different and better, and we must have a change in that role because the way that things have been going for the past 20 years is not the way that they need to be going for the next 20 years. And so we don't have any choice. We don't have enough chance. We don't have time to wait.
Okay.
Everything that is happening on a national level is happening on a local level. So
Okay. All right.
let's get out there.
Listen, I want to get into this conversation because what you're telling us now is something that maybe the people didn't know and what the people need to know. And again, they want to understand what's happening. But before we get into that conversation about your journey that you're taking now, can I pay a bill?
Absolutely.
I just want to pay a bill. Barbershop Talk Live, listen, this is a conversation I urge you to get in contact with. Before we finish this conversation, I need to pay a bill. My good friend, Mr. Edward Wright is on the screen. He's going to have a program for you, an organization for you, some information for you. So please, man, please, sir, watch the screen. We'll be back in 2 minutes and do not go nowhere because, again, the conversation we're about to have with Ms. Payne is much needed for you to hear and understand what's going on because, again, it's needed. Barbershop Talk Live will be back in 2 minutes.
Hello and welcome. Here at the Right Body Work and Wellness, we provide you with body work you can rely on to increase body improvement. WBW provides free consultations to better understand the reasoning for your visit. When a client experiences a WBW massage, they can expect it to be thorough and thought through. The massage is customized to each session. Muscles are handled with care, specifically and individually stretched. Creating a wellness vision to sustain a space of personal comfort, relaxation, and a state of well-being for clients that may endure. With over a dozen different modalities to fit your needs, so we can ensure a quality and well-addressed service. We provide excellent services to athletes and clients of all ages in need. If interested, call or visit the website to schedule your appointment today.
Barbershop Talk Live again. We're back live on the set. We are talking to the lady that's going to make an impact in the series array, Miss Alexia Payne. She's here to let you know what she got going on and her journey that she's trying to take, and want you to bring her along, bring you along with the journey. But before we get into that conversation again, that was my good friend, Mr. Edward Wright. Right One Well Body Work, right here in Augusta, Georgia. So please, man, please, sir, follow him, get in contact with him. The service he has, I know you can use his service. Again, that's my good friend, Mr. Edward Wright, right here in Augusta, Georgia. So listen, do what you need to do and follow what he's got going on. But without further ado, let's get back into this conversation. Now, Alexa, before we went to our commercial break, we talked to you about what you got going on.
Yes.
Now, you told the people of Barbershop Talk Live, and you just told the CSOA you making a step to the Superior Court judge sheet.
That's correct.
Now, you trying to upseat
I sure am.
the incumbent.
Yes, I am.
Now watch this. Now, there's some major steps that you got to do. If you feel in your heart that you are trying to upseat the already incumbent, you had to see some things that you didn't like. Now, don't tell me I'm good. I'm good. But the people want to know, what do you feel that the incumbent was not doing?
So let's start. I've got a short list, but it's a list nonetheless. So
Okay.
it's not just one thing. Let's start with our treatment courts. So we have the three issues that I see where people come in front of the court. It's addiction, education, and also mental health.
Okay.
So we have treatment courts here, and those treatment courts are designed to help people with specific issues to move them forward.
Okay.
We also have a veterans court. We have over 1,000 open cases.
Okay.
Right? And that is a very conservative estimate.
Okay.
We used to have about 100 people, more than 100 people in our accountability courts.
Mhm.
We have about 30 now, so we have less than a third.
Okay.
That's happened while she has been the supervising judge.
Okay.
And so what does that mean? It means that we have space to treat more people, and that people have stopped going into the program.
Okay.
They stop going to the program because they don't think that they're going to be successful. They don't think that they're actually going to get the treatment. They don't think that there is an audience or that the bench is going to hear their cries for help or is going to address their cries for help.
Okay.
And so we have more space to be treating more people in those courts, and we need to be doing so. Because once we can address the underlying causes of why people come in front of the court, then we can get them to the other side faster.
Okay.
I'm in private practice, so people are always trying to say, well, why are you going into private practice? Why do you want to go to the bench? We need good people.
Right.
We need good people that are in private, it's still working as attorneys. And I don't disagree with that, but I don't feel that my best service to the community remains in private practice right now. We need to be addressing the root causes.
Okay.
People always say, well, don't you make more money
Right.
if people just come back to you?
Right.
But I never want people to come back to me. I'm always trying to figure out, how can we keep you from coming back? That's
Okay.
a conversation that I have
Okay.
regularly. Every day somebody comes into my office. What are the issues? What's going on? Like, what do you need help with? How can we connect you to the services that you need in order to move you forward?
Now listen. Now let me jump in and kind of throw this out there, because again, if you are inspiring to get in this role, which is a major role, it's a major role, because again, Superior Court judge. Before I ask this question, let me ask this question: what is the job of a Superior Court judge? Because sometimes people don't know what these different positions are and what they entail. So can you just give us a brief summary of what is the Superior Court judge and what their jobs are?
So the Superior Court judge is one that touches everything that deals with our families.
Okay.
It is the court that handles felony criminal charges, which are charges that carry a year or more. It is the court that handles child support and child custody and divorces and legitimation. So it is the court that decides who stays in our community and who leaves, who is removed. It's the court that decides who has access to our children and who's raising them.
Okay.
And so that is a significant responsibility.
Okay.
And in order for you to effectively carry out your responsibilities, you have to be in touch with the community.
Okay.
You have to be aware of the actual needs of the community. You
Okay.
have to come down off of your bench, and you've got to get in the streets, and you've got to meet people where they are. You got to see their families. You got to see the issues that they're dealing with firsthand.
Okay.
You can't stay up on the hill and be able to navigate what's going on at the Boys and Girls Club, right? So
Okay.
like I'm not a member of the country club, but I am on the board of the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
So I've been doing that for the past 10 years. I have been hands in the community, in contact with people on a regular basis.
Okay.
And so my perspective comes from representing people and not prosecuting them.
Okay.
So I've had an opportunity. I stood next to people when they were looking at life sentences. I've stood next to people as they're fighting for their kids. I have, and I know how important that it's not just the person that's standing in front of the court. There's a whole network of people. Our families are intertwined.
Okay.
I couldn't exist without my family support, and I know that many of my clients are in similar situations. Their families are dependent on them. And so if they come in front of the court and they don't feel that their voices are being heard, they check out.
Okay. Okay.
And when we have people checking out, when dads come to court and they're fighting for access to their children and they're trying to raise their son and they're trying to be role models and the men that their child needs, and the judge won't allow them access or doesn't take any concern for the fact that mom has been using this child as a weapon for the past 10 years and has been actively trying to block him from access to his child.
Right.
That doesn't benefit the community. That doesn't benefit our families.
Okay.
We need to have dads present. We need to have parents who are active and engaged that are present. And the ones who don't want to co-parent, the ones who don't want to have the other parent, the ones who just want to try to collect a check or not have access and keep someone from access to their child, maybe that person doesn't need to be the primary caregiver.
So now watch this now, Alexia. Now, how long have you been into the private sector?
8 years.
8 years. So 8 years you've been on the private sector. You've been doing what you say you've been doing for the behind the scenes. So why now would you want to get into this world now? Because again, if it seems like 8 years you've been doing the private sector, so now you want to get into the Superior Court judge seat now, that probably tells the people of Barbershop Talk Live world that's watching, for those 8 years you was probably satisfied. You was good. It didn't bother you. So now, why now? Because again, if it took you 8 years in the private sector and whoever was in that particular seat at the time, you probably felt they was good, no harm, no foul. Why now?
So I wouldn't. It's not so fair. It's not fair to say no harm, no foul. Right?
Okay.
I don't think that that's accurate at all.
Okay.
I think that it was one. So when you take a step like this, again, you are challenging the power structure.
Okay.
How Augusta has functioned for generations.
Okay.
And it takes guts. So
okay. All right.
you got to get guts up to do it, and you have to get some money up to do that.
Okay.
Right. So I am just at a place right now where I have the ability to do some things.
Okay.
And I have the support, and I think it's a good time. And I also don't think, like, as I watch what's happening on a national level, right? Like we have, I've been disappointed with the election outcome over, a couple of different courses. And I just remember feeling so defeated after the most recent presidential election. And as we have continued to move forward, it's just time, right? I can't wait for somebody else to do it.
Okay.
So it's not even that it's the most ideal time for me. I told you, I've got a 7-month-old at home.
Right.
I could easily stay what I'm doing right now, continue to support my family, work with my family, and it's not about the money, because this is not, as far as the role being more money, right? Like, this is about what the community needs, and I think that I'm in a position now to provide what the community needs. And so we just, no one else is stepping up.
Okay.
And so, we sit around and we say, well, maybe somebody else will do it. Well, maybe somebody else will do it. And eventually, if you wait for somebody else to do it, it never gets done. And so I had a choice, and I had to step up, and I had to gather all of my courage to step out here, despite knowing what that fallout could potentially be for my family, disrupting my practice, because I am, I've put a giant target on my back.
You got a target on your back.
I got a target on my
You
back.
got a
by
target
stepping
on
out.
your back. You got your name is out there, your face is out there, a lot going on. But at that same question, do you think you've done enough to this point? Do you think you've done enough from when you started campaigning? Let me tell you, when I say when you started campaigning, do you know when you started campaigning?
I started campaigning 20 years ago.
20 years ago. So when you started campaigning 20 years ago, you got your name out there, you did these little different events, different little projects. That's when you started campaigning.
Absolutely.
So from there to now, do you think you've done enough to get this particular seat? Because again, to get this seat is not any old seat.
Right.
But the 20 years of campaigning,
20
do
years.
you think you've done enough? Do you think the people know that you've done enough?
I do think that I've done enough.
You think you've done enough?
I
Okay.
think that I've done enough, and I have worked very hard, and I did it behind the scenes.
Okay.
Because I wasn't looking for credit. I did it because it was necessary.
Okay.
So I got plugged in with Dream Builders when I first came, and that's one that I've been doing for a very, very long time.
Okay. Okay.
And with Dream Builders, we have the Frederick Douglass Mobile Reading Room,
Mhm.
and we've been in River Glen, we've been in Cherry Tree, which used to be, so everything has had a different name. So
Okay. Okay.
it
Okay.
was, I can't even think, but we right now we are at River Glen. We've been in Jennings
Okay.
Homes. We've been in McDuffie Woods.
You've been around.
Yeah, we've been around.
Okay.
But the purpose of that is to equip kids, to encourage them to learn how to read, because we know that our children are, they're building jails based on the level of
Yeah,
reading.
yeah,
and
yeah.
and so we've been working to get children to read, to encourage literacy,
Okay.
to expose them to different opportunities so they know what they can be, where they can go, and that they're not limited to what they see on the corner in front of them. And I did all of that with, I was not seeking any praise. I just did it because it was necessary.
necessary, okay.
And even with the Boys and Girls Club, I got connected to them through Leadership Augusta. So
Okay.
I went through Leadership Augusta in 2016, and I did that as a public defender. And I did not have I don't think that there had ever been a public defender that had gone through the program
Right.
at that time. They didn't kind of know, we were the
Okay.
red-headed stepchildren
Okay, okay.
of the legal field. But I was determined to be present and to make people know what the work was that we were doing. And again, you just have to get involved. You just get engaged. And ever since then,
That's what you've been doing.
I was on the Arts Council board
Okay.
for a while.
Okay.
I served on the Leadership Augusta board. I was actually selected from my class to serve on the board. Did that for several years. And I've still been helping to coordinate which is now, it used to be Criminal Justice Day, but now it is Public Safety and Justice Day.
Watch this here, Alexia.
Yes.
Let me throw this in there because you made me think about something.
Yes.
What your resume is vast.
Yes.
Your experience is vast.
Yes.
You've been around the CSRA. You've been around, all the different places you've been. Here's the crazy question now. I'm good. Don't give me the answer. You got to get the people at Barbershop Talk Loud World the answer.
All right.
What if you don't win? What if that Tuesday come, the votes come in, the results come in, the whole night is over, and you are not the winner? Now, don't tell me. You got to tell the people at Barbershop Talk Loud World, will you go into hiding? Would you continue to do what you've been doing in the community behind the scenes? What can we expect from you if you don't win? Because that's a big step now, because again, you are now you out there.
I'm out there.
You don't put it out there. You got the target on your back.
Yeah.
Now the night comes, you are not the winner. What would you be doing? What does your mindset put you at then?
I'm going to rest. And
You're
I'm
gonna
going
get
to
some rest.
rest that night, whether or not I win, because I've been working very hard
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
And I'll probably take a couple days off, and then you wake up and you get back to work.
Okay.
Either way, you get back to work. The work is not done, so I don't fade off into the sunset, right? I don't disappear. I'm still here. I'm still working, because the work that I'm doing in this community is not contingent upon a title. It's not contingent on me being on the bench. That work existed before I even thought about being on the bench. It's necessary. It will continue to be necessary until this community changes.
Okay.
And so I will keep working. I intend to keep working. But I need y'all to go out and vote, because I will be extremely disappointed if people don't vote. That we're going to have to come back to that. But there's a lot of voting that's
Why are the people not voting? Your position, any position, whatever position that's going up at the time, what is your plan to get the people to come out and vote? Again, just regular vote, because we don't vote now.
Right, we don't vote now. I think that people are disenchanted, right?
Okay.
People think that their vote doesn't count.
Okay.
But we don't. Augusta local and Burke County local government does not work on the Electoral College, so it's not. We don't have a representative vote.
Okay.
We have a vote for vote. So every single person that votes, your vote goes to a candidate. It goes to me. It goes to the mayor's race. It goes to your legislatures. It goes to your commissioners. So every single vote counts. And if you don't go vote, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about, oh, well, these judges and they don't care about us and they don't do anything. And I mean, I don't want to see any keyboard warriors. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Get out and vote. Your voice, the way that you make your voice heard is by voting.
Okay.
You know, don't scream into the internet. Don't scream into the closet in the dark at night, right? Get out and vote.
Get out and vote.
Get out. Like, you don't have, that is how you make change. And you have the power to make changes. You can do that. And you can do it on a local level. And when you are empowered here, then we can continue making changes as we go up. But don't imagine that your voice doesn't count right now, because who we have in these positions is what impacts your day-to-day life. That's who makes the decisions about who has access to your families.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you this question now. For the people that's watching Barbershop Talk Live right now, they want to know if they want to support you.
Yes.
They want to donate to you. They want to volunteer. How can the people follow you, support you, volunteer for your campaign?
All right. So we are out there. Alexia Davis Payne, or Alexia Payne for Superior Court.
Okay.
Davis is my maiden name, but Alexia Payne for Superior Court on Facebook. My website is ADP for Judge, so that's Alexia Davis Payne, my initials, ADPFORJUDGE.com. And through that link, you can donate to your campaign, donate to the campaign, which we're going to come back. That's important. We're going to talk about that because there was a sign gate. So we're going to come back to sign gate.
Okay.
And then we need you to donate. We need your legs. We need your support. We need you to share the page. We need you to share the videos. We need you to come out and walk with us, because we are in the communities. We are talking to people every day. We are leaving information on your doorstep, and we need people to help us do that. But we're doing it Saturday and Sunday. Okay. We're out multiple days during the week. If you want to come and shake it and shimmy a little and hold the sign on the side of the road, come out and join us.
So now when is the election? What day? When is the election?
May 19th.
May 19th
is the final day to cast your vote. But what is it? 24 days from now, the first vote will be cast. That will be April 27th.
Okay.
Early voting opens.
Okay.
And in order to make sure that your voice is heard, April 20th is the last day to register to vote. So go down to, you can do it online. You can go to the Board of Elections on Telfair Street, but you need to vote, and you still have time to do that.
Okay.
You vote, you will get some information. You can check your voter registration status, make sure that is intact and you haven't been erased from the polls, because again, what's happening on a national level is happening on a local level. So that's happening, and make sure that you are able to vote and that they aren't trying to silence your voice.
How can you ensure that the people that's watching Barbershop Talk Live now, how can you assure them that they will get your vote to the point where you already just told the people that you are busy? Mm-hmm. You're a new mom, and you 7-month-old baby. Mm-hmm. I mean, the husband, the family, the career, the baby. How can you assure the people that when they vote for you, that they will get all of you? They will get all of you, because again, you just said a new mom is a challenge already.
It is.
It's a challenge. So how can you assure the people that if they vote for you, they're gonna get you? They're not gonna get the part-time judge, the full-time mom, because there's a lot.
No,
what you got to tell the people at Barbershop Talk Live? How can they assure that you're gonna give them what they're looking for?
because it's not just about my family, right? It's our families, and
Okay.
so I'm making this. I'm getting out. I'm stepping up, and I am trying to be a change for all of us. And
Okay.
so, because I will be raising a daughter in this community, and I want her to, have the support, and I want to be. I'm changing things because I want to be in the community where I want to raise my child. And I think that it is important that we all have a space where we can raise our children and that we create some stability.
Okay.
I touched on the accountability courts, but it's not just that. We have so many of our young people and our young men particularly that are going away for life without parole.
Okay.
And I think that we have the opportunity to, people need hope. And when we send children, 17-year-olds, to prison for the rest of their lives without any hope of coming home, we create unsafe environments where they go, and we show them that we never really believed in them. And so we have to change that. We have to give them an opportunity, even if they've made the worst decision of their life. We have to have faith that they can make a different decision if given an opportunity. And so that is another thing that we really need to see.
Okay. Okay. Barbershop Talk Live. Well, again, I told you should get into this conversation. We still got time to put your comments, put your questions, and also your concerns on the screen because she's making a difference. She's trying to make a difference. She want to make a difference. She needs your help. She needs your vote. So again, May the 19th.
May the 19th. But you can also start on April 27th.
April the 27th.
April 27th.
Early voting.
Early voting.
Okay.
Register by April 20th. Early
Okay.
voting starts April 27th.
Now, is this just the what area are we concerned? We just Richmond County, Burke County?
Richmond and Burke, countywide, no districts, countywide, both counties.
Okay. All right. Barbershop Talk Live. Well, again, I hope you had a chance to get your questions answered, get your comments heard, and also get your thoughts in a different direction because, again, Alexia says she want to be your next Superior Court judge. That what she said.
That's what I did. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
I need y'all to get out and vote. I would love your vote on April 27th.
Okay.
I want your vote. I want your vote on April 28th and every day in between now, then, and May 19th. So I appreciate your support. I'm looking forward to being your next Superior Court judge. Vote no later than May 19th.
Cool. Again, Barbershop Talk Live. Well, again, before we get out of here, I got to do what we always do.
Yes.
Because people had a chance to sit in this hot seat, and they always have to tell us what they got going on, what they're inspired to do, and we just have to make sure they're serious about what they're saying.
Yeah.
And the way we make sure they're serious about what we're saying, we have to challenge those persons.
Okay.
We got to challenge those persons because sometimes people say what they want to say, it don't mean nothing.
All right.
But if you challenge that person, hopefully they'll be serious about what they say. Can we challenge you?
Absolutely.
Let's challenge you. Listen, Barbershop Talk Live, where we got what we call the old-fashioned challenge flag.
Ooh.
This is the old school challenge flag, and this challenge flag means a lot.
Okay.
Because once you get challenged, you got to do all you can to meet and exceed those challenges.
All right.
You think you can do that?
I can do that.
Barbershop Talk Live, we're going to give her some challenges. The first challenge is you have to make sure that you continue to be in the community.
Okay.
Continue to be behind the scene.
Yes.
Continue to be that person that works for the family, works for the kids, and not only just the court, but the community.
Yes.
Now, that was a simple challenge. I want you to make sure that whatever you do, continue to be a great mom, continue to be a great wife, continue to do what you know what to do in the community because, again, we're going to be watching you. We're going to be looking for you. We're also going to be listening to what you say.
Yes.
Can you do those challenges?
I can do those challenges.
That's simple, right?
That's me. That's who I am.
That's who you are.
That's who I am.
Barbershop Talk Live World, again, she's been challenged. Now I got to give you some challenges. Listen, again, if you pay attention to this conversation, the conversation is simple, the conversation is easy, and listen, no problem. The problem is we're going to make sure who get the chance to win the $25 gift card from Walmart, who get a chance to win the $10 gift card from Little Caesars, and also don't forget about the blood pressure monitor, courtesy of Piedmont Hospital, right here in Augusta, Georgia, and Barbershop Talk Live. Listen, we're going to give you 3. Can we do 3 questions?
Sure, 3 questions.
3 simple questions. If we're going to give you 3 simple questions, the first question is always a simple question. The first question is always easy. Might be a little tricky, but we're going to give it to you. Listen, the first question is, where is she originally from?
Ooh.
You said it, didn't you?
I did say it.
You said it.
I did.
You said where you was born and raised. You said it.
I did.
You did.
I told them.
I told you. I heard it. That's the first question. The first question is always a simple question. Listen, the second question might be a little tricky. Can I throw a little tricky question?
Please do.
The second question is if you paid attention to this conversation, it's no problem. The second question is, what law firm does she work for?
Ooh.
Oh, that might be a little tricky.
It's not tricky.
But if they heard it,
if they were listening.
if they were listening,
Yeah, come on.
I heard you say it.
Come on with it.
Listen,
y'all.
Barbershop Talk Live World, again, the first question is, what is her hometown? The second question is, what law firm does she work for? Right here in the CSRA.
That's right.
Right here in Augusta.
Right here.
You said it. Got to be more careful. Can I put a part B to that second question?
Okay.
Just tell me what school did she graduate from?
Ooh.
College-wise.
Oh, I was going to say,
College.
I graduated law school.
College.
Okay.
You said it.
I said it.
You said it.
I sure did.
If you pay attention to this conversation, all these questions are easy. All of them are easy. Listen, heck of the third question. It's going to be the fourth question.
No, well, that was a part B, so it's just
We'll say the third. 3, 4.
Well, it'll be number 4.
If they pay attention to the conversation, don't matter.
Yeah, okay.
Barbershop Talk Live World again. I want you to tell me something that's very, 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 very simple. If you pay attention to the conversation, what is the website to follow her on?
Ooh.
That was simple.
That was simple.
That was simple.
That was simple.
That was simple. You get these questions correctly, stop by Jay's Place Barbershop, 1927 Olive Road, and get your prizes. Get your prizes. The first question again, where is she originally from? What's her hometown? The second question is, what law firm does she work for? The third B question is, what college, university she graduated from?
That's right.
Now here go the fourth question. What's the fourth question?
How can you find us?
Where's
my website?
What's the website? Just some simple questions.
Simple question.
I don't like I thought I was making something hard. This is making him hard.
It's not that hard.
It's simple. So again, Barbershop Talk Live World, we want to say thank you for tuning in to Barbershop Talk Live on this special night.
Good Friday.
Good Friday.
It's Good Friday.
Special night. So listen, don't forget to go to church this coming Sunday and celebrate the rise of Christ.
He is risen.
He is risen. Barbershop Talk Live. Don't forget about April the 18th coming up. Old School 70s party, Augusta coming. Please, ma'am, please, sir, get your tickets to the funkiest, biggest outdoor party in Augusta, Georgia. Looking forward to seeing you all in the name of HIV and HIV awareness and education. So listen again, we're looking forward to seeing you each and every week on Barbershop Talk Live. If you got a product, you got a service, and you got a business that you want to support, we want you to support it. Inbox me. We'll make sure we'll support your business, your product, or your service. You want to be a sponsor of Barbershop Talk Live, do the same thing by inbox me, and we'll make sure we support your business, your product, and your service. Again, just that simple, just that easy. Again, my name is John Milton. Also, listen, in the hot seat, none other than Miss Alexia Payne.
Alexia Davis Payne.
Alexia Payne. Barbershop Talk, you never know what happened on the show. You never know. So again, follow us, what we're doing, support us, what we got going on, because again, I'm good. But the people want to know.
And I appreciate the people today.
The people want to know what's going on. So
I appreciate your support.
Anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Vote for me, Alexia Davis Payne.
Just that simple, right?
That's all. Go vote.
Again, Barbershop Talk Live World again on this special night, on this Good Friday special edition. Looking forward to seeing you again next Wednesday at our regular scheduled time, 6 o'clock on Facebook and also on YouTube. So tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a church member, call your enemy, tell her to tune in. Listen, you ready to get out of here?
Yes, it's hot.
Let's go.
It's a real hot seat, y'all.
See that hot seat right there? See that camera? Now follow me. You ready?
Right,
Come on up to the camera. Come on up.
Okay.
Come on to the camera.
We got all these steps over here.
Do what I do.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later.
And now, we're live. Yes, live from James Place. And we're talking,
Barbershop Talk.
yes, barbershop talk, where nothing is off limits and everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table.
Barbershop Talk.
Oh, and everybody. We're here at Jay's Place.
Barbershop.
We're talking barbershop talk.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
At Jay's Place.
Barbershop talk. Where nothing's off limits.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
At Jay's Place. Barbershop Talk.
Everything's on the table.